What's good? What's good live? What's good? Yeah, Mad Pill. Back at it. Y'all know what it is. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, the share button, the notifications as you come in. Be sure to share the podcast, share the live. Again, subscribe. Subscribe to the super chat. What's good? Keeping it real. Yeah. You said what I've been at, keeping it real. I was here yesterday. I sure was. Was good, chat. As you come in, where you from? Put where you from. Hit the like button. Where you from? Get some of my regulars on up in here. Shannon, what's good? Shannon, what's up? Jericho. What's good? My bro. Oh yeah, my bro's still around. He at work. Me and my brother Dave, we gonna do something this weekend. So y'all stay tuned. Sir Miguel, what's good? all my peeps in here. Uh-huh. Yeah, you want to miss the live with my brother? He'll be this weekend. Yeah, L.A., North Carolina. Let's go. Hell yeah. Good to hear from you, see Shannon, Sir Miguel, Jericho, keeping it real. Now, they then came with everything a verdict for counts 1, 2, for counts 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4, and 5. I believe. Yeah. They came counts 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's a unanimous decision on that. But count 1 is the RICO charge. Let me help y'all understand. Count 1 is the RICO charge. So, and that's the charge that they're hung on. It wasn't unanimous. So it's kind of looking good for Puffy because the RICO charge, that's it. That RICO charge can get him life in prison. So on a sex trafficking, let me read about this. On a sex trafficking with Cassie, they read a verdict with that. I think they threw out the drug possession or whatever. The other counts, if he gets convicted, okay, say for instance they get hung on a RICO charge, and then he get convicted of counts 2 through 5, then he's looking up to 15 years max in prison. So if he gets convicted of the 2 through 5, he's looking at a 15 years max. Okay. Would they give that to him during time served? So if he goes to jail, Puffy could be looking at maybe 5 to 10 years in prison. So, some people say that the RICO charge may get thrown out. Some sources, some 12 sources say that they know he's going to get convicted maybe of one of the charges. Either. In real, you say they're gonna give him 15 years. I'm thinking it's looking at that way. If they come a hung jury, right? If it's hung, then on a RICO charge, that 10 to 15 years is that's plausible for Diddy. Ashley, Ashley was good. Welcome to the chat. But he could be P Diddy. Let me tell you how long P Diddy he was indicted since last summer. So that's about a year he's been in jail. So that's gonna be a year time served. Plus the feds is 85% of 15 years. So P Diddy looking at about 12 years, 12, 13 years of in prison. Yeah. He's looking at about 12 to 13 years. And depending on that, I'm telling y'all, P Diddy might not do any time in prison because Trump said that he's considering pardoning Diddy. If y'all don't believe that, y'all can look that up. This is out of Trump's own words. Trump is considering looking at the Diddy case. Yeah, keeping it real. So the thing about it, he may get the 15 years. But I believe, just like keeping it real, like you say, I believe P. Diddy will get pardoned. The government will pardon the rest of those charges. So, like I said, my prediction was yesterday. I said P. Diddy was gonna get, if I'm correct, he's gonna be not guilty of majority, if not all these charges. Mm. And plus, Diddy got the top lawyers in the world that he spared no expense. P. Diddy went down to the vaults. P. Diddy went down to the underground where he got his money stashed. He probably got about 300 million stashed and and gave the lawyers whatever they wanted. Hey, I'm gonna hit that. I'm not sure if they're gonna come up with a verdict today, but I'm pretty sure by tomorrow, this verdict. Y'all stay here, Mad Pill. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be up early covering this. I'm gonna still keep it up in here, but y'all hit the like button, the share button, the subscribe button, the notifications. Be sure to hit them notifications. I'm gonna hit the link for if anybody wants to join. I'm gonna invite in. Just give me a second, y'all. I'm going to send put this in the link below. So if anybody want to join this live, they can feel free to do so. Dang. This thing's stupid. Excuse me, y'all. Let me see something. I'm trying to copy the paste. Oh, wrong one. Let me go back. So if you want to join the live, you feel free to do so. Let me see. Let me do this one more time. Yeah, P. Diddy, he got a slew of lawyers. I was trying to hit that invite. I don't know. I'm having a problem with my web a little bit. But yeah, I'm running a little slow here. But a verdict could be in today. Could be. I don't know. But I would say by tomorrow we could have this verdict. Oh shit. My internet running a little slow, y'all. Excuse me for a second. I don't know what it is up in these here woods that's going on. Mm-hmm. My internet is acting up a little bit, y'all. Ashley, you say, oh, okay. Ashley, you say, well, sir, I've known Sean has gotten all his set up marketing, marketing, but enough time free of doing with me what the only knows he was set up. Yeah, hold on, let me post this link real fast. There we go. So I got the live in the comments. I got the so if anyone want to join the show, feel free to push that live and give your inputs, and I will put you right on in there. But some facts here, right? And yeah, keeping it real, P. Diddy most likely is going to get he's most likely going to get pardoned regardless. And I think this is set up for P. Diddy to get pardoned because the jury is hung on counts on the first count. That's the racketeering charges, and that's a life sentence charge. What's good, Tony Carson? What's good? Welcome to the chat. So it's set up for P. Diddy in P. Diddy's favor, and I think P. Diddy knows this. It's set up for P. Diddy's favor. Either he's going to get the jury is hung on racketeering 15 years. He can do up to 15 years. They say up to 15 years. So they might very well give P. Diddy 5 to 10 years for this. He may as well do only 5 to 10 years. And this is guaranteed, y'all. They say up to the punishable up to 15 years. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win-win-win. for P. Diddy right now. He got to be celebrating because that's the only charge that he had to worry about. The only charge he had to worry about was the racketeering, the first count one. The racketeering. And that is the life sentence right there. The enterprise. So P. Diddy already has Donald Trump's thumb up right there. And the lawyers say, only thing we do have to really get is this racketeering charge. Focus on the racketeering. And that's what they did. And this is what they getting the best results from. Their jury is hung. Because they were focused on that racketeering charge. And that was a charge. He could have got count 2 through 5 thrown out and got charged for the racketeering and did life in prison. So it's not looking good. Excuse me, it's looking really good for Sean Puffy Combs, y'all. I think Sean Puffy Combs is smiling in that prison right now. He got to be satisfied with the outcome of what the jury is showing so far. See, like I said, what's good, Lisa? Love you too, Lisa. But if Sean Diddy Combs, like I heard this from a lawyer, like a real source, a respected source. When I was looking at this earlier. And with Tony, you say, did they speak about Juror 25? Well, I guess they came to a conclusion. Juror 25 corroborated, and he's not the one that's, well, I guess, holding up count 1. He's not the one. So I guess he complied, and they got to counts 2 to 5. So 100% tomorrow, but I guess it's not just Juror 25. The jury is hung. They not in agreement. So you can tell that some jurors has convicted him and some jurors haven't. Or most of the jurors would have been in his favor for convicting him of the RICO or count 1. Or it could be flip-flop. But I think they could be hung on that one count. And I don't know if they just hung on that one count, if this is a total hung jury, that they hung or they just convict him from 2 through 5. I was trying to look in from information today. If anybody in the comments got information about that, please feel free to share. I don't know how it is in every state. Every state is different. Every state is probably different on, but this is federal, So I guess it's all the same. This ain't no state charge. This is a federal charge. So I gotta really look in from state charges, from federal charges. What's the difference on if the jury don't agree to all counts when it comes to convicting somebody? So but this is a win. I think that P. Diddy got the top lawyers in America. I don't think that I cannot see P. Diddy getting convicted of all of this. So he has the top lawyers in America. They gonna get him off of something. And I think the RICO charge was the aim. And this is what you can see what they doing well at, because the jury is hung on that. And P. Diddy's lawyer has done really well. They have been. I haven't heard a bad argument, testimonial from the P. Diddy camp. I haven't heard to mess it up. Usually, you hear stuff like with the defense has did wrong and the mistakes they have done wrong. You can see that. You would hear about that. And I haven't heard nothing in the defense from P. Diddy. So the P. Diddy's lawyers have done a phenomenal job. Dakota say, lock them up. How many of y'all are pro R. Kelly but anti Diddy? How many of y'all like R. Kelly but hate P. Diddy? I'm gonna just leave it at that, and then I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna go on with this important information, right? To really, he said Dakota. He said me. You love R. Kelly, but don't like P. Diddy. They set Kells up. And the thing about it, the difference between this, see, P. Diddy was a billionaire in the R. Kelly case. P. Diddy is able. And you know what? Some people like Harvey Weinstein was a multi-billionaire, of course. He look. But you haven't had a witness like Cassie before. You never had a witness that participated in the freak-offs, coordinated the freak-offs. And that the count with Cassie, it was sex trafficking, I believe. It's strongly suggesting that P. Diddy be acquitted of that charge. So if P. Diddy is acquitted and the jury is hung on count one in sex trafficking, then guess what? P. Diddy is only looking at 3 counts. If he get convicted of it, I mean, come on now. P. Diddy could be doing probably like 6 months in jail. I mean, come on now. And this is the truth. P. Diddy is looking at crumbs now. He's looking at juvenile charges. And this is the truth. And you got Donald Trump on your side too. I mean, come on now. So it really don't. It really do not matter if P. Diddy get convicted if the jury is hung on count one. It don't matter if P. Diddy get convicted. The only thing that P. Diddy's lawyers was focused on is that RICO charge. That was the one that they wanted, the life sentence. If they lose on all the other counts, they lose. They already got to confirm with Donald Trump that he might pardon them. What's good? Make it happen. What's good? Dakota, you said the jury done paid off with the judge. I mean, the Diddy done paid off the juror or the judge. Hey, and to think about it, Dakota, it's funny that you say that. Lewis, what's good, Lewis? It's funny that you said that, Dakota, because I remember in the trial, I was reading that P. Diddy was looking at the jurors like funny, like intimidation, and then they threatened to kick P. Diddy out of court if he did that again. So they gave P. Diddy a warning not to look and make faces at the judge. So, hey, P. Diddy was trying to do what he had to do. Maybe that could be the case. Maybe that may be the case, Dakota, because when I was watching the trial, well, reports on the trial and reading up on the trial, P. Diddy did get in trouble for intimidation of the jurors, so-called intimidation. When you look at the juror and make faces and try to make contact, that is a violation. And it came off as intimidation. So you could have a point. P. Diddy could have paid off them damn jurors, the judge or the prosecutor or the jury. But I guarantee y'all, that P. Diddy will not be convicted of that racketeering charge. I guarantee y'all. I guarantee you, P. Diddy is not going to get convicted of that racketeering. and you know what? P. Diddy is not a stranger to trial. Like Dakota, you bringing up the trial with Shine and how he got off on that trial, how he got off on that. And a lot of people ain't bringing it up. How did he get off on Shine? And in the witness, in the lady said that she seen P. Diddy shoot. She said she seen P. Diddy shoot. If you don't believe me, you can look it up. The woman who Shine shot, she did an interview. If y'all didn't see that interview, she said out of her own mouth that it was P. Diddy that was the one who shot her, not Shine. She said P. Diddy, and P. Diddy got off. And this is another thing. What is with J-Lo? Why once I was expecting a lot of celebrities to get called to the stand and get exposed, like I thought it was, but it wasn't. They chose to drop a lot of the charges, I believe, to save some of these actors. And I told y'all that a lot of people is going to get exposed when this trial come out. But funny it is that a lot of charges against Diddy got dropped. So that's kind of funny on that end. See, P. Diddy got a lot in his favor because I don't think I've seen any RICO charge that all these charges get dropped. So y'all have to really consider, this is New York, right? Same trial, New York, federal. Was that federal? I don't think that. I think that was state. But still, it don't matter if it was federal or state. You in the same damn courtroom. Shit. And all of these, see, this is another thing. A lot of these celebrity witnesses who he was pretended, who he was bending the freak off, haven't came forward. The only thing, Kid Cudi. And guess that's what they did to Kid Cudi. They dropped Kid Cudi, didn't they? They dropped them. They dropped the charges on. He went out and blew up Kid Cudi car for cheating with Cassie, and you know the jury didn't want the jury didn't want to hear none of that. They said that's toxic. Get on up out of here. You trying to get Diddy on Kid Cudi, and Kid Cudi was freaking with Diddy too. And this is the thing about it. One of the sex workers who P. Diddy and Cassie paid got on Vlad. You can see he's a bald head dude. He's on Vlad TV. And he's talking about Cassie. He's saying how she set up the whole thing, and he's valid too. He talking about the whole thing, and he said how he was in the freak offs. And P. Diddy didn't say nothing to him. He didn't see nothing. He said he didn't say nothing. He said Cassie was comfortable with him. Cassie was the one that was like being pleasured. He ain't seen no change. He ain't see nothing. He wouldn't see nothing controlling. What was that his name? The Punisher? I don't know. If y'all know what I'm talking about, hit that like button. Put the one in the chat. You know, if y'all know who I'm talking about, if y'all follow this P. Diddy case, it's a lot of people who is coming out, especially the freak off dudes. It's a lot of you see the escort dudes. It's a lot of them had. I advise y'all to go look up in these videos, and y'all will see that these freak off dudes, right? And like I said, a lot of people did not go on trial. A lot of people didn't get on the stand. This is why the RICO charge is gonna get thrown out. This is why the RICO is hung, because a lot of people did not go on stand. A lot of people didn't get on stand. A lot of people didn't test. A lot of people didn't testify. And that's the thing. This is why Diddy is gonna get free, because a lot of people didn't testify. And this is what the Diddy's camp wanted. They kept people off the stand. And whose testimony do you have? Cassie, Kid Cudi, who else? And you know what? And let me tell y'all another thing. The husband, Cassie's husband, was in a freak off with Diddy. This was confirmed by one of the freak off dudes, one of the freak off escorts, rather, that Cassie's husband was in the room with Diddy. All of them was having sex with Diddy. But the husband was having sex with Diddy too. Y'all can look this up. It was a sick freak off. And the freak offs, like these freak offs were so sick, it was like everybody was involved with each other, cousins and sisters and mamas and daddies. This shit was nasty. Oh, y'all don't believe me? Oh, see, Diddy's world was the fetish world. It's where anything goes. It was like Diddy world's like what you call it, Great America or something. Fantasy world, fantasy island, where anything goes sexually. All right, is everything goes. You can come to Diddy house and get anything that you want. Access to, say, he had sex vending machines. This is how. This is what Diddy was. Diddy provided anything that you want. a sex roller coaster. Diddy had all of it. Hold on, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, that notification button. Hold on, real fast. I got my kid in the other room. I got to close it though. Oh man. See, P. Diddy, see, TD's freak offs, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. They were so treacherous. And the jury had the jury. I heard one of them juries that got a little sick when the I heard the jury got one of the jurors got a little sick watching on freak off show. It was graphic. It was disgusting. It was like they only could, I guess, show the parts of the witnesses. They couldn't show all of the free. So I say whoever got on stand, they could show, because whoever was on the tape would have to testify, I believe. And a lot of people didn't testify, so a lot of tapes didn't even get shown. A lot of tapes did not even get shown because nobody testified. Hit that like button, subscribe, man. I appreciate everybody in the chat. What's up? Hit that super chat for real. I got the super chat. I got the subscription. I got the monthly subscription for 99 cents a month. I got that monthly subscription for 99 cents a month. Only 99 cents. You know what I do for you? If you subscribe for 99 cents a month, I'll send you so much stuff. I'm gonna send you a sweater, a t-shirt, and all type of stuff. All type of stuff. Hit that like button, subscribe. I appreciate y'all, the cola, everybody in this chat room. Tony Jackson, what's good, y'all? If you got any faith in Puff, any Puff fans up in here, any Puff fans up in here? I know I got some R. Kelly fans. Where my Puffy Combs fans at? Where my Puffy at? Puffy, if you things are looking up for Puff. I'm telling y'all, tomorrow, I guarantee, tomorrow, I say by tomorrow, it's gonna be in. The whole. Hold on. I thought we had something, but no. Yeah, it's gonna be back. Louis, you say you like Puff. April, you say free pro daddy. But if you like Puff, you really gonna like Puff when you get out tomorrow. We, Puff gonna get out in the next month. I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. Puff is going to get out. The jury is going to be hung on a RICO charge, and I guarantee you, y'all, Puff is going to get out. I will send a chat. Everybody in this chat, I said, everybody in this chat, $50 if Puff get guilty of that RICO. $50. But y'all, I'm gonna come back a little bit later, y'all. Hit that like, share. I'm monitoring this. I might be back with Dave. Lady Dasha was good. Me and my brother might be. My brother just texted me. Me and my brother might be on in a few, and we might get back to this subject. So stay tuned, y'all. This is the time to hit that like, subscribe, notification. If you used to me and my brother Dave, we'll get back to this. But I'm monitoring the verdict. It don't look like right now we're going to get a verdict or anything, most likely by tomorrow. But I'm giving y'all detail to what to expect tomorrow. Really the prediction for tomorrow. The prediction for tomorrow is, before I get up out of here, is Puffy, the jury will be hung on count 1 or acquitted on count 1. I'm pushing more of an acquittal on count 1 for the RICO, but I think he's going to be convicted of probably 2 or 3 of those charges. Yeah, Puffy will do some time, only when Trump pardoned him. And then they were saying some of a pardon, of a government pardon. The government could just pardon him. You'd be like, you know what? Fuck it, let's pardon. But I appreciate y'all. I might be back with my brother a little bit later. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notifications. Everybody in the live, show love to the chat. Continue to come in and hit the likes and shit. I want y'all to hear the verdict here first. I want y'all to get it here. And it's going to be a whole lot of talk. I'm expecting the verdict to come back tomorrow. And when it do come through, I want y'all to be here. I want y'all to see it on Mad Pill first. I appreciate y'all, all my regulars. Man, shots out. Shots out Shannon, Jericho, Lewis, April, Dakota, Tanya, Jackie, Tony. Make it happen. I appreciate y'all. Jericho. Y'all keep it tuned. Mad Pill. I appreciate y'all. Hit that like button, subscribe button, and good. Look, the Cash App at the bottom. Feel free to give whatever you want to. I appreciate it. And hit up the super chat. I'm out, y'all. Peace. I'll be back a little bit later on. Keep those notifications on.